You're looking at a chrome-plated aluminum alloy wheel off a mid-1970s Mercedes-Benz. Now, I like these chrome wheels. I know some people don't, but on certain cars, certain colors, dark colors, these chrome wheels are quite striking, in my humble opinion. But you can quickly fall out of love with chrome wheels, as I'm sure some of you have, because they tend to leak. They tend to leak air. My daughter had chrome wheels on her W116 300 SD, and we finally gave up on them. And this is one of them that came off her car because, you know, every couple weeks she'd have to put air in the tires. And this can get kind of annoying, even though these chrome wheels look really good on an anthracite dark gray Mercedes-Benz. So on went aluminum wheels. Now, why do the aluminum alloy wheels not leak so badly? Why is it the chrome wheels that leaks? And this can be true of other chrome wheels from other manufacturers. If they're chrome plated aluminum, they tend to leak, and I'm going to show you why in this video. Now, you'll go on the internet and Google, you know, how do I fix a leaking wheel? And this is what you're going to find. You're going to find people telling you to use this rim bead sealer. Just, you know, break the bead and smear it around in here, and it'll seal up, and any leaks will be sealed. Well, guess what happened? I broke the bead on this tire here, and sure enough, you can see evidence of rim bead sealer down in here, but it did not stop the leak. I think it actually aggravated it. So in this video, I want to show you why this does not work on chrome-plated aluminum alloy wheels. This might be fine on steel wheels. It might be fine on straight aluminum wheels that have just small leaks. But when you try to use this on chrome alloy wheels, you're going to end up having a problem that'll show up in the next 6 months. Sure, it may fix it for a while, but I'm going to try to get the camera in here close and show you what this really looks like on the back side of this rim right here. I'm going to push down on the tire here, and I want you to focus on these white spots. There's quite a few of them, and as this bead pulled away from the rim, it also pulled away chunks of corrosion. That's corrosion that you're looking at. And if I run my finger on there, it's very rough. So the bead sealer came in here and sealed the rubber against the rim, but it didn't stop the corrosion. The corrosion kept occurring underneath the bead sealer, and I think it actually accelerated the corrosion. And once that bubbled up, because the corrosion is going to grow and it's going to push out on the sealer, and then the wheel started leaking again. You know, I put water around this rim before I broke the bead, and you actually see little bubbles coming up in certain places. So it's a very slow leak, but it's a leak nonetheless that can drive you nuts. And now I'm going to let you look at another wheel so you can see how that corrosion affects the sealing of the tire. Here's another chrome wheel that I recently pulled a tire off of, and you can see the corrosion working right in this area. And if you run your finger over it, you actually feel some rather big bumps. This bump right here is, well, almost 32nd of an inch higher. So you can imagine what happens when this corrosion starts. It actually starts underneath the chrome, pushing the chrome up. You can see places here where the chrome has been pushed up. And when that happens, of course, it's going to break the seal of that bead along that outer rim of the wheel. So we've got some situations here where this one's really starting to grow. Here's another one that's starting to grow. It's like gross between the rim and your tire bead. So you can see that just putting some bead sealer in there to solve this problem is only going to be a temporary fix. And I'm absolutely convinced the only way to fix this is you've got to stop the corrosion and fill these pitted areas so they cannot continue to corrode. Let me show you what I've been working on the last month. This is another wheel that looked just as bad as the previous ones that I've been restoring using Miracle Paint. Now, Miracle Paint is not your normal paint. It is a very, very tough coating. And I came in here and ground out all the corrosion, and you currently see 3 coats of Miracle Paint that I've sanded between coats. Now, this was very rough and very pitted all along here. You can actually see some areas that have smoothed out. So I'm going to sand this a little bit more. I'm going to put one more coat of Miracle Paint on here, and then I'll come in here and sand this all smooth. Now, if I have a couple areas left where there is excessive pitting still showing or roughness under the Miracle Paint, then I might go ahead and use a little bead sealer right there. But I think if you look at this wheel, which was even worse than the one I showed you previously, I'm real close to getting this bead super smooth and super protected from future corrosion. So I'm going to put these wheels back together. Probably in the next few weeks I'll come back with a follow-up video, but I'm going to follow this over the next year if I get it on my 300 SEL 4.5, and I can demonstrate to you whether or not this method is truly successful.